ओम ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवसमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वातिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। We will read from 63rd Shlok. 62nd we had seen yesterday, page number 259. 63rd and 64th we will read it. स्वप्नदृक् प्रचरन् स्वप्ने दिक्षु वै दशसु स्थितान् अण्डजान् श्वेतजान् वापि जीवान् पश्यति यान् सदा। स्वप्नदृक् प्रचरन् स्वप्ने दिक्षु वै दशसु स्थितान् अण्डजान् श्वेतजान् वापि जीवान् पश्यति यान् सदा। स्वप्नदृक् चित्तदृश्यास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदं स्वप्नदृक्चित्तमिष्यते। स्वप्नदृक्चित्तदृश्यास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदं स्वप्नदृक्चित्तमिष्यते स्वप्नदृक्चित्तमिष्यते. In yesterday's class, we had seen that everything advayam cha dvayabhasam chittam swapnena samshaya. Everything, whatever is seen in the swapna, is due to the projection of that mind only. The mind is projecting. The mind has become dual, two. It is projecting, and therefore everything is seen. Advayam cha dvayabhasam tatha jagrana sanshaya, and that has been compared to the waking state. Very simple. The waking state and the swapnavastha have been compared. So this shlok, I had already told you that in Advaita Prakaran it was reflected. The Advaita Prakaran also, shlok number 30, said the same thing. And here also in Alatshanti, why is he again and again reiterating the same point? Because we have to make impressions. Because the reality of the world is so much that we feel everything in this world is so real, but it is without a cause. So when he's trying to tell us that in the waking state, whatever we are seeing is like the dream state only. It's a longer, elongated dream state. That's all. So in the dream state also, if we are seeing the things, if in while we are in the dream, we are not able to make out that it is a chitta drishya only, projection only. But when we have come to waking state at that time, we very well can distinguish that all that was a projection of my mind only, and there was nothing real. Similarly, Karikakar is saying that in the waking state also, everything is like that only. Everything is a projection. So everything is a projection of mind. So Advayam cha Dvayabhasam, that one is only becoming Dvayabhasam. It is Bhasam, Abhas only. It is everything is Abhas Matra. It is an illusion only. So whatever is seen by the mind, whatever is seen during the waking state, is another state of dream, dream state. It is so easy to say all these things. So yesterday we had seen this in detail. So this world, what is it? This world is due to the moving mind. Spandanam matram. Spandana, chitta spandana meva. Remember, since the very beginning of Mandukya, we are having this word with us. Spandana meva, spandana matrameva, chitta spandanam, mana spandanam. So if the mind does not move, then the world is not there. And how do we prove this? We prove this in the deep sleep. That when the mind is not moving, the mind is not projecting, the mind is lean, the mind is not there at all. At that time, the world is also not there. So the moment we get up, the moment the mind starts interacting, the mind starts moving, the world gets projected. So this is how the world is seen. So we don't objectify. Actually, every object in this world is seen in the mind. Means what? Every object is seen as a thought. So we objectify the things, but we don't thoughtify the things. I'm just coined the word. We don't we objectify the things, but we don't thoughtify the things. We don't see it as a thought. We see it as an object. We see everything as objects. We see people around. We see situations. We see objects around, everything. But we don't see all of them as a thought. You remember those 5 steps that we had said, that first we have to reduce the rag dvesh, then we have to see it as a thought, then we have to see it as knowledge, then we have to see it everything as consciousness only, because everything is false, because everything cannot be, no name, naam, roop cannot be there. Remember those 5 steps we had seen? I don't know if you have practiced it or not, but we should practice those 5 steps in the morning every day. Little by little, impressions gather. It takes time. Like we have so much of Dehadhyas, Dehabhiman right now. We have gathered it since the childhood. The first thought, and we were always told, the name was told, I am this and that was told, my class was told, my school name was told, my parents' name was told. Those impressions we carry. Similarly, now also we have to make those impressions. So a seeker's work is to make impressions, that's all. So continuously when he practices all these things, he has to thoughtify it. He has to see everything as thoughts only. So continuously, if we when we take everything at the level of thought, then somewhere or the other we are also taking an impression that it is not so real as a gross object that we see outside. The gross object is too real for us, that because of the movement of the thought. The thought is in a continuous flux. So we may find the thought more unreal than the gross world, gross objects outside. So when we see everything as a thought, we thoughtify everything. So we feel that somewhere or the other we are loosening the grip of the reality in the sansar, and that is our purpose. That everything in the sansar, whatever we see, it should not affect us. We are very much vulnerable right now. We get too much affected by things right now. So to protect us, this should be the sadhana. Remember the three things. There was Jatyabhas, there was Vastvabhas, there was Chalabhas. Everything is in a movement. Everything is like an object. It seems to be like an object. Everything seems so real. It was Jatyabhas. Everything seems to have been created, to have been born. But it is Abhas only. Because we couldn't prove it. We couldn't prove any object here. We couldn't give any cause to any object here. The body, how is the body proved? Is it proved by karma or karma is proved by body? Which came first? We couldn't prove it. So through that body only we are creating the objects. Through the body only we are creating the world around us. That is also unproved. Everything, the mind is unproved. The body is unproved. The intellect is unproved. The objects are unproved. The sansar outside is unproved. What is proved here? Nothing is proved. So if we are not able to give a cause to anything, that is unreal completely. And when something is unreal completely, how can you say that that thing will affect me? It's like the ghost scaring me, which is not present at all. It is like the snake troubling me that is not present on the rope at all. So similarly here also, we put the characteristics like good, bad, adjectives like I am very good, very bad, or big or small, black or white, dharmic, adharmic. We put everything into all the things, and then we are getting affected by these things. So we should see everything as a thought. Whenever we are putting adjectives also, try to maintain this thought uh, vritti, that this is nothing but a thought. The objects are nothing but a thought. Everything I am seeing as a thought. The mountain outside cannot go in the mind. I am looking at the mountain outside, but it is in the form of a thought. So as we dream, when we dream, in the dream, we are totally overwhelmed by the objects of the dream. But when we come out, when we are in the waking state, we know very well that it was projection. Similarly, in the seat of meditation, when we sit and meditate, at that time, we will come to know that all these things are not there. It is a projection of the mind only, like the projection was done by the dreamer. Similarly, this also is a projection by the waker. So in this way, we have to disidentify, like we have disidentified with the dreamer in the waking state. Similarly, we have to disidentify with the waker in the meditation. Again, like we have disidentified with the dreamer in the waking state, not in the dream state. We won't be able to disidentify with the dreamer in the dream state. But when we come out in the waking state, at that time, we disidentify with the dreamer. Similarly, in the state of meditation, in the seat of meditation, when we are meditating, at that time, we should continuously disidentify with the waking objects, with the waker. Because the waker only has projected, like the dreamer had projected the dream objects. So we have to see the waker also as a thought. That's a bit difficult. Because our ahankar is so much. Ahankar means the holder, the possessor of the waker. Drishta is one only, but when it is identified with the waking state, I am calling it the waker. So when my identification with the waker is so much, I am not able to take it as a thought, mere thought. We have to practice this, that continuously we are taking it as a thought, thought, thought. It is nothing but thought. All joys, all sorrows, all the situations, all the challenges belongs to this waker. Now tell me, isn't all this also a thought only? All the things that are belong to the waker are also thoughts. So everything is just a thought itself. It is mere thought. Intellectually, I feel it is easy to understand. But when it comes to Vyavhar level, where we have to interact with the world, where the challenges are there, where we have to face our minds, where we have to face our attachments, where we have to disidentify with our attachments, at that time it becomes a bit difficult. But it is for our good that Shruti Ma is saying, Karikakar is saying, Bhashyakar is saying, so that we get out of all this. So this waker, all sorrows, all joys, all the other thoughts, all other emotions, everything belongs to whom? Does not belong to me, belongs to the waker. Everything. This is what was said yesterday. Advayam chadvayabhasam chittam swapne na samshaya advayam chadvayabhasam tatha jagran na sanshaya. Everything here is like swapna only. Nothing is here mine. Nothing mine. Suppose there is a person called you. Suppose there is a person called you, and you are looking at that person from outside this waking state, at yourself. Suppose, how will you see it? You have to see it like that. If there is a person called you, and you are seeing it not from the waking state. You have come out of the waking state and you're seeing. Sometimes when people are hallucinated, sometimes in hallucinations and all, they get all these experiences. You have to meditate on all these things. Like when my mother, when she was very, very ill, remember I had gone 2019. At that time, she had this experience. She was on the verge of leaving the body. The doctors also had given up. Everybody had given up. She was in Delhi. At that time, afterwards, when she came back home. That time she was narrating this incident. But I was as if roaming outside, and I could see everybody from top. I am seeing everybody. I don't know what this experience was, but she saw everybody crying around her body. Her body was lying there, dead, and around her, all the family members were there, and she was seeing. But this we have to experience here for us, but not for anybody else. For us, we have to come out of that you. You have to come out of that body, come out of that identification, and see yourself. If we can do it for the whole day, very good. But even if we do it for 5 minutes, it's difficult, but initially, but then when we practice it, then we can see ourselves moving in the world like the Gyanis do. They can see themselves going through the world. They can see themselves interacting in the world, but not identified to anything in the world. Such a beautiful and such a peaceful state of mind. They're looking at themselves. There's a person, you. He's moving around. He's interacting with everybody, but he's not you. I mean, he's not identified with the body or anything. Practice it. It is fun. So that at that time, then you can do anything. You can laugh, you can cry like the actor that who is given a role in some play or in a movie, and who is the main person who is directing, the director. He does not have any say in his role that no, I don't want to cry now. No, I don't want to go to the hospital right now. No, this accident you have to revert. I can't go undergo this accident and this operation or procedures. No. He doesn't have a say. Whatever the director says, he has to do, and he does it willingly and very happily. Very happily. So similarly, we also should try to become actors, try to become like, yeah, I have to, after learning Mandukya, I have to become an actor also. So it's for our good, our betterment, our happiness, so that this world does not trouble us too much, because it's a center of trouble for everybody. Only because this attachment is there. If this poison, if this sting of that attachment is taken out, of this identification with the body is taken out, we all are jnanis. There's no difference between a jnani and us then. Only due to this, we have become very small, like Gurudev used to say that I have, my shoe number is 10 and I have purchased a 9-number shoe. The whole day I have to be in that 9-number shoe. How painful it is. The moment I come home, I just take it out, take it away from me. Similarly, here also, we are infinite, but we are identified to a small body, small portion of 5 elements that does not belong to us. It has been donated by the 5 elements. It's a donation. The 5 elements have come together, collaborated, donated this body to us, and we call it I. Such a funny part. So our problem is we make everything real. Everything real. Oh, the body is real. The world is real. I enter the body and see the world. I feel I am in the world. I feel I've been put in the world, and then again I'll go away from the world. The world is there, real, very, very real. So here we have to check our notions, we have to cut our notions. So let us see the 63rd shlok now. Swapnadrik pracharan swapne dikshu vai dashasu sthitan. 1. Swapnadrik pracharan swapne. One who is in the dream. One who is in the dream, the dreamer. Swapnadrik means what here? The dreamer. Swapnadrik means the dreamer. Pracharan swapne dikshu vai dashasu sthitan. The dreamer goes in 10 directions. Dashasu sthitan, which are there. Sthitan means which are there. 10 directions, he moves in the dream. Who? The dreamer, Swapnadrik. See here, Swapnadrik means a dreamer, huh? Dreamer. Then what does he see? He goes into 10 directions. And what does he see? Andajan, Svedajan, Vapi. He sees various kinds of jivas. Remember the 4 kinds of jivas? He also sees all of them. He sees that which are not different. But what is the point here that is told? That they are not different than him. Andajan, Svedajan, Vapi. He sees the Andaj, he sees the Svedaj also. Jivan Pashyati Yan Sada. He is seeing all of them. But are they different from him? It is not different from the dreamer. Even the worst enemy that I see in the dream is myself only. Even the biggest mountain or the biggest galaxies that I see in the dream, that are me only. Even the smallest ant, if I see in my dream, or an insect I see in my dream, that is me only. So everything that is projected in the mind, that is me only. That is what is the principle here. And we have to apply that principle in the waking state. So let us see the Bhashyam, 63rd. Bhashyam 259 page. Itascha vak gocharasya abhava dvaitasya. Because of this also, there is absence of dvait. Itascha vak gocharasya abhava dvaitasya. Because of this also, there is absence of the dvait, which is conceived by the speech. Vak gocharasya abhava. Because it cannot be conceived by the speech. Vak gocharasya abhava. Na tatra yato vacho nivartante. Last bhashyam we had seen. Vacho nivartante. Like that. Yato na tatra chakshur gacchati na vak gacchati. So there it cannot be illuminated by the speech. So let us see. Swapnan pashyati iti swapnadrik. One who sees the swapna is the swapnadrik. It is not the swapnadrishta. It is the dreamer here. Okay, swapnadrishta will be same as the waker or the jagradrishta. Okay, here it is a dreamer. So don't confuse everywhere. So here he has himself told us that swapnan pashyati iti, one who is seeing the dream, who is dreaming, that dreamer is called the swapnadrik. Pracharan means he is expanding or he is going. Pracharan means paryatan, swapne, he is wandering while wandering in the dream. Swapna sthane, while going in the dream, in the various places in the dream. Dikshu vai dashasu sthitan vartamanan. He is going from one place to other. If he wants to go to Delhi, he will go to Delhi. There is a lot of heat there. Let us go to some cool place. We'll go to the Himalayas or we'll go to some other nice place where there is a lot of, or maybe Arunachal Pradesh he will go and he will stay there for some time. So Dikshuvai Dashashu Sthitan Vartamanan Jivan Praninaha Andajan Svetajan Va Yan Sada Pashyatiti. So he is seeing, he is seeing different things, different objects. Very simple, very, so many things he is seeing in the dream. They are not different than the dreamer himself, Swapnadrashta alone. So all is movement in the mind only. The mind is only projecting different things. The mind is projecting and he is seeing and he's completely engrossed in seeing and experiencing the thoughts in his mind at that time. Let us see the 64th Shlok. Swapnadrik, we have already read it. Swapnadrik chitta drisyaste. They are drishya of the dreamer only. Chitta of dreamer. Swapnadrik means dreamer. Chitta drisyaste. It is the chitta drishya of that dreamer. It is the mind of that dreamer. See what happens in the dream state, the mind is half available. It is not full available like in the waking state. So as is the availability of that mind, so will be the projections of the dream in the dream state. So here everything depends on the chitta of the dreamer. Na vidyante tatah prathak, they are not different. Who? The projections. The projections are not different than the chitta of that dreamer. Na vidyante tatah prathak. Tatah means what? Swapnadrik chittat. Swapnadrik chittat. It is not different than the dreamer's chitta, the mind of the chitta, mind of the dreamer. All those things are projections of that mind only. Tatha. Now, similarly, tad drishyam eva idam. This swapnadrik chitta, what is it? It is drishyam. It is all drishya. Of whom? Of drishyameva idam. Of that swapnadrik. Please don't consider swapnadrik as the drishta. It is the dreamer. I'm repeating it again and again. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Then our principle won't be proved. Here swapnadrik means the dreamer. So this Swapnadrik Chitta is Drishya of whom? Of that Swapna Drishta. That means Swapna dreamer. The dreamers Chitta only is projected as all the objects. Is it clear? Swapnadrik Chittam Ishyate. Therefore, Swapnadrik is one. Swapnadrik is one with the Swapnachit. So, one. So, only Swapnadrik is there. No, I am not understanding anything. Swapnadrik, Swapnachit, Swapnadrik, Swapna. See, Drishya is there. Yes. Swapna Drishya is there. Drishya is projected by whom? The Chitta. Chitta is whose? Dreamers. So I will explain in English. So Drishya is nothing but the mind. So mind is nothing but the dreamer. So here everything he is saying that the Drishya is nothing but the dreamer. A is equal to B is equal to C, so A is equal to C. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? I have allowed you to unmute yourself. क्लियर हुआ क्या? बताइए ना जल्दी.
एक बार फिर से बोलिए तो. ये A is equal to B, ये
A is equal to B, B is equal to C, therefore A is equal to C. तो जो दार्शनिक, अच्छा, तो जो दृश्य है वो कुछ नहीं है, माइंड है. माइंड किसका है? ड्रीमर का है. तो फिर दृश्य जो भी हुआ वो ड्रीमर ही है.
ठीक है,
समझ में आया? मैं आप सुबह सुबह हमको खूब परेशान करते हैं रोज. Did you understand now? Whatever is the mind that is projecting the drishya. And what is the mind? That is the Swapnadrik, the dreamer only. The dreamer, mind and the Swapna objects are not different. They are one. Drishya is projected by the mind. Mind is whose? Dreamers. So everything, all the objects that are seen, that are this dreamer only.
तो जागृत में भी ऐसे ही है.
अभी जागृत पे मत आइए, पहले ये वाला देखिए, नेक्स्ट वाले में जागृत. सेम वही, जागृत को कोई बताने के लिए वो कर रहे. ये वाला क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं?
आपने पहले ही बोल देना चाहिए था, 4 साल पहले. हम
4 साल मुझे भगा देते आप लोग.
उसमें अलग थ्योरी दे दी, अब आपने सारी थ्योरी हटा दिया सब, और सारे नोट्स बेकार हो गए हो.
पांडुप के इसलिए लास्ट में पढ़ा जाता है सब थियरीज को हटाने के लिए.
अध्यारों पर ये भी क्या चल रहा है? पहले अध्यारोप था, अभी इसको क्या बोलते हैं जो हटा रहे हैं अभी?
अध्यारोप था और इसको बोलते हैं हम.
अभी जो चल रहा है अभी तो अध्यारोप नहीं है ना, स्टार्टिंग तो अध्यारोप था, हमने आरोप किया. अभी
सुपर इम्पोजिशन, और हटाने को क्या बोलते हैं? वर्ड क्लिक नहीं हो रहा है. अध्यारोप और क्लिक होगा तो बताऊंगी.
अपवाद.
अपवाद. अपवाद, हाँ, थैंक यू.
क्या नाम?
अपवाद.
हाँ, अपवाद, ठीक है.
इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? डी सुपर इम्पोजिशन.
है
डी सुपर इम्पोजिशन.
डी सुपर इम्पोजिशन.
क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? ये वाला, ये सिर्फ स्वप्न वाला. फिर से देखिए, स्वप्नद्रिक चित्त दृश्यास्ते. they are the drishya of chitta of the dreamer. They are the drishya of the chitta of the dreamer. स्वप्नद्रिक चित्त दृश्यास्ते, जो भी कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है, whatever is seen is what? It is all the projection of the chitta of the dreamer. So na vidyante tata prithak. They are not different than the swapnadrik. All the whatever is being projected there, even if I see a lion, even if I see a cow, even if I see a friend, even if I see an enemy, all are what? Are not different than the dreamer. First line. Tatha, in the same way. What happens? This swapna chit, tat drishyam eva idam. This swapna drik chitta is the drishya of whose? Of swapna drik. This swapna drik chitta, this mind, is what? Is the drishya of the dreamer, of the swapnadrik. So swapnadrik chittamishite. Therefore, swapnadrik is what? Swapnadrik is one with the swapna chitta. So everything is one only here. So everything is swapnadrik only, the dreamer only. So nothing is apart from that swapnadrik. Okay. So let us see the bhashya. Yad yevam tatah kim. If it is like this, then what? What if it is like that? Uchyate. I'm telling you now. Swapnadrish chittam, swapnadrik chittam. That swapnadrish chittam. Swapnadrish. See here, I have got a space between swapna and drik chittam. There should not be any space. It is one word only. Swapnadrik chittam is a one word. So swapnadrish drishaha chittam. Chittam of that swapnadrik, the drishta, the mind. You can say mind if you are confused with the word chittam. You can say the mind of the dreamer is what? Swapnadrik chittam. It is swapnadrik chittam only. Means the dreamer only. Tena drishyate jivaha. All the objects, all whatever is jivaha here means what? All the objects that are being projected. Again, all the objects, all the sentient, insentient, whatever, andas, vedas, whatever are being projected here, the swapna prapanch, everything, jivaha. Tatah tasmat. Tasmat means from that. Who? Swapnadrik chittat. From that swapnadrik chitta, from that mind of that dreamer. Prithak na vidyante. It is not different than that. Na santityartha, it is not different than the swapna drik, the dreamer. The objects are not different than the mind is not different than the dreamer. So all of them are one. Now you have to underline this. Chittam eva hi aneka jivadi bheda karena vikalpyate. Chittam eva hi aneka jivadi bheda karena vikalpyate. Dream mind. Chittam eva means dream mind. The dream mind, aneka jivadi bheda swapna prapancha, swapna jivadi bheda karena vikalpyate. It appears as a dream world. It is appearing as a dream world. Aneka jivadi bheda karena. So many things are appearing on it. Tatha tadapi. Tatha tadapi. Tadapi means chittamapi. On that chitta also. Swapnadrik chittamidam tad drishyameva. It is the drishya of that swapnadrik only. Everything, whatever is appearing, is the drishya of that swapnadrik only. Tad drishyam eva. Swapnadrisha drishyam. Tena swapnadrisha drishyam tad drishyam. See, it is the scene of that dreamer only. The dreamer only is seeing various things. Atah, please underline the last line. Atah, the conclusion. Swapnadrik vyatirekena chittam nama na asti ityartah. Other than that dreamer, the dream mind, it doesn't exist at all. So everything is that dreamer only. The dream mind is also not there. The dream objects are also not there. You have to merge. You merge C into B, B into A. Merge everything. So when we are merging everything back into the cause. So actually, what is it? Actually, the dreamer only is projecting the whole world is nothing. Everything is a projection of that dreamer only. Through what? Instrument is chittam, swapnadrik chittam. And that swapnadrik chittam is what? That is nothing else other than that swapnadrik. So everything is swapnadrik. So first is swapnadrik drishya, second is swapnadrik chitta, third is swapnadrik. So swapnadrik drishya is projected by swapnadrik chittam. We have to merge this drishyam into chittam. And then this chittam, Swapnadrik Chittam is nothing but the Swapnadrik only. So you have to merge that Swapnadrik Chittam into Swapnadrik. What? Swapnadrik, Swapnadrik, Swapnadrik. I can hear only Swapnadrik. I hope it is clear. It's not difficult. A has to be merged, C has to be merged back into B, B into A. That's all. Okay. So here everything, what we have concluded in the shlok, that everything here is what? Everything here is that Swapnadrik only. Please, Swapnadrik does not mean Drishta. Swapnadrik means the dreamer here. So everything is the dreamer here. Now let us see the 65th shlok. Charan jagarite jagrata dakshu vedasha susthithan andajan svedajan vapi जीवान पश्यति यान सदा चरण जागरिते जागृत दक्षुद्वैदश सुस्थित चरण जागरिते जागृत दिक्षु वैदश सुस्थितान अंडजान श्वेतजान वापि जीवान पश्यति यान सदा. We'll read the 66th also. They are together. जागृत चित्ते क्षणीयास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदं जाग्रतश्चित्तमिष्यते. जागृत चित्ते क्षणीयास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तदृश्यमेवेदं जाग्रतश्चित्तमिष्यते. जाग्रतश्चित्तमिष्यते. Okay. So 65th shlok says Charan Jagrite Jagrat Dikshu Vedash Sustitan. One person goes in the 10 directions. The same thing that has been said in 63rd shlok. He is repeating it again. That one person goes in 10 directions. But this is in the waking state. There it was in the dream state. So now, like Lakhanji was saying, now he is putting the example into Dashtrant. Drishtant into Dashtrant. So he is saying that one person goes into 10 directions. Dashasustitan. Charan Jagrite. Jagrite in the Jagrita Avastha. Jagrat Dikshu Vai Dashasustitan. And then he sees what? Same. Andajan, Swetajan, Vapi, Jivan, Pashyati, Yansata. He is seeing various things, various objects. And now you know what he will be saying in the next shlok. So Jagrate, Jagrat Chitte. Now he apply the 64th shlok, the 66th shlok. Again, yes, in the waking state you have to apply. What, without seeing, tell me, whatever is the drishya, Jagrat drishya, is what? The Jagrat chitta. And Jagrat chitta is what? Jagrat drik. That's all. So, isn't it? So see, let us see the meaning. Jagrat chitte kshaniyaste na vidyante tata prithak. So whatever he is seeing, ikshaniyaha, whatever he is seeing, the objects in the Jagrat Avastha, in the waking state, na vidyante tata prithak, are not different than the Jagrat drik. Jagrat drik here means the waker. So the waker is not different than the ikshaniyan, means the objects that are seen by the waker. What? You mean to say my mobile and I am same? Yes, that's what they're saying. The waker. Yes, everything is you only. Tatha tad drishyam evedam. Tatha tad drishyam evedam. Everything is drishya only. Tatha tad drishyam evedam jagrat drik. So everything is the drishya of the jagrat drik. Jagratas chitta mishyate. So drik is same as jagrat chitta. So difficult to put that example into this. It's very difficult.
Intelligently, we accept it.
Intellectually.
We accept it intellectually. Yes. But we have to digest it.
Unless we take the impressions to our Anandmay Kosh, this won't help us. And to take that impression in the Anandmay Kosh, we have to do a lot of meditation continuously. See, remember when we were seeing Dridrishya Vivek, There were a lot of meditation techniques given. There was one meditation technique where we had open-eyed meditation. And I had told you about Swami Tapovanji doing it so many times. That even when he was looking at a bird flying, he went into samadhi. He saw that it is existence only, it is consciousness only, it is me only. We have to rise our level to that extent that even we continue, while we don't have to sit for meditation in our meditation seats. Even while interacting in the world also, our mind should be in meditation. Continuously, whenever we are talking also, continuously when we are experiencing some things also. These principles or these thoughts should percolate slowly into all those experiences so much that whenever we are gathering experiences outside also, there's a sieve in between. And I sieve all my experiences. Sieve, you understand? Channi. मैं छान छान के experience लेती हूँ. I sieve all my experiences and I take it. I don't take all those experiences as real. And what is this sieve? That sieve is these principles. Those principles have to be put around me as barricades. That whenever I interact with the world, whenever I go to the world, wherever I see some challenges or whenever I experience some joys that may take me to attachments, then these sieves have to be put around me so that when I'm experiencing them, they are not directly touching me or directly interacting with me. They have to go through these barricades. Like when we are going to meet an important person, there are so many levels of people that we have to interact first and then we reach that person. It is not that directly we go into his room and we see him. Similarly, here also, we have to make ourselves like that. Very, very important person I am. And that is true. Infinite I am. So why do these small, small things directly interact with me? They have to come first to the first level. There should be gates there. And when we interact with them, we slowly, we see whichever experience is not important, not real. It should not enter inside. We let everything and each thing enter inside and we get affected by that. That's not right. So a person, a seeker should never be available for the world. He should be always engaged in some or the other thought where he can uplift his thoughts, uplift his mind, and he can make those impressions more strong. Because by thinking only we can do it. All these things we are troubled or the reality of the samsara is due to non-thinking. We have not thought properly. We have some wrong impressions. We have some wrong notions, and that is why we are here. Unless we cater to this problem at the notional level only, we won't be able to rise our minds up. And when these problems again come to us, when they come face to face with us, at that time, we need this knowledge handy. And to make this knowledge handy, we have to practice it in non-meditative hours. Not in the meditations. In non-meditative hours also, we have to bring that knowledge. Open-eyed meditation, you can call. Even while doing other jobs, even while you're engaged in different chores, you can keep on doing your meditation. See, our meditation is very different than yoga meditation. Yoga meditation is what Chitta Vritti Nirodha Yoga. At that time, we have to stop all those, all the thoughts and vrittis, and we have to make our mind quiet. But here we need thoughts. There is a difference. So we have been given so much by our Karikaka ji, Dada Guru, our Guru Bhagwan Bhashyakar ji, by Shruti Ma. So much she is telling us, preaching us. So we have to bring it back again and again. Otherwise, it will go waste. All their mehnat, all their hard work will go to waste. So let us see this 65, 66, one-liner bhashya, and then we will finish it. Jagrato drishyaha jivaha tatchitta Avyatiriktah chittekshaniyatvāt swapnadrik chittekshaniya jivavat. So same thing has been said. The drishya of that Jagrata Drishya, the Jagrat Drishya, the scenes that are seen during the waking state. Jivaha means all the prapancha. Here it does not mean only the sentient beings. Remember this Jivaha means whatever is being projected by the chitta of that Jagrat waker, of that waker. So whatever is tat chitta avyatiriktat. So it is not different than the chitta. Chitta avyatiriktat. It is not different than the chitta. Chittekshaniyatvat swapnadrik chittekshaniyaha, because they are the drishya of that chitta only. Because why are they are not different than the chitta? Because they are drishya of that chitta only. Because of the movement of the chitta, those objects outside are seen as real. So those objects outside are nothing but that chitta only, that is the mind only. Of whom? Of that waker. Chittekshaniya jivavat. So they are one with whom? They are one with the chitta of the waker. Is it clear? Simple. Drishya, chitta, waker. So drishya, a projection of the chitta. Chitta is the projection of that waker. So not everything is what? The waker only. Tacha jiva ekshanatmakam chittam. Similarly, the drishya is what? Jagrat chitta. Drishya of that jagrat chitta. Chitta na tad drashtur vyatiriktam are not different than the drishta. Drishyatvat swapna chittat. So because they are one with that swapnadrik, with that waker, an example is given what? Swapna chittavata, like the swapna chitta, like the 64th shlok. Like swapna chittavata, like in the swapna also, everything is a projection of that swapnadrik, means the dreamer. Everything is a projection of the waker only in the waking state. Uktartham anyata. So here we see everything as different. So what is the conclusion? That like in the dream, everything is the dreamer. Similarly, in the waking state, everything is the waker. But here we see everything as separate. Everything is different from me. And I interact. I want to hold something. I want to collect something. I want to get something. I want to push something away. I want to pull something towards me. So in this way here, it is said that there is nothing apart from that waker. Everything is a projection of that waker only, because everything is a thought only. Everything is a thought. So don't mix drishta drishya vivek here. Huh? We should not mix drishta drishya vivek here. That drishta is different than the drishya. Don't bring that. The principle here is different. Okay? That's why you were saying that all our principles are washed off. It's not like that. Here, different principle has been said that in Drishta Drishya Vivek, they are different. We have to separate them and see. That was a different theory completely. But they exist they are existing at the Vyavharik level. But here, they are saying that at the Vyavharik level also, here the projection is of the mind only. Apart from the mind, it is not there, because it is one with the chitta, one with the mind. So object is one with the chitta, and the chitta is one with the sapnadrik or the jagradrik, means the dreamer or the waker. So it is everything is nothing but that thing only. Like if you say that if you remove um, the gold from the ornament, you remove the gold from the ornament, what will be left? Nothing. If you remove water from the wave, what will be left? Nothing. Similarly, if you remove the dreamer from the dream, what will be left? Nothing. Similarly, if you remove the waker from the Jagrat Avastha, what will be left? Nothing. So Vedant requires a lot of dispassion. Lot of dispassion is required. Because otherwise, we won't be able to leave it. Won't be able to leave it. We won't be able to objectify it. We won't be able to thoughtify it. Everything is very real to me. It's substantial. It is gross at present. But to take it as drishya, you can't see drishya as an object right now. Okay, so here we have done this 66 shlok. We'll see the 67 shlok. उभे यन्योन्य दृश्येते किं तदस्तीति नोच्यते लक्षणाशून्यमुभयं तन्मेते नैव गृह्यते उभये यन्योन्य दृश्येते किं तदस्तीति नोच्यते लक्षणाशून्यमुभयं तन्मेते नैव गृह्यते उभे. Now here ubhe means what? Chitta and chaitya. Chitta means what? Now this is another new word for you all. Chaitya. Chaitya means what? External objects. What was said jivaha here? All the objects. It's not only sentient, all the objects. Chaitya, whatever has been projected by the chitta, that is chaitya. So chitta means the thought. Ubhe. Ubhe means both. Both. Chitta and chaitya. Both. Hi anya drishyate. Kim tadastiti nochate. We feel that chitta is different and chaitya are different. Both of them are different. But both of them are drishya of each other. Kim tadastiti nochate. What it is can't be said because both are anirvachaniya, because both of them are the cause and effect of each other. Husband is due to wife or wife is due to husband. Both of them cannot be called real because both of them both of them are proving each other. Mother is due to child or child is due to mother. Okay, so here anya drishyate, both of them are drishya for each other. Chitta is due to us. How will chitta be due to the chaitya and chaitya is due to chitta? You remember in which class? I think in Gita in the evening I had told you all that imagine a state where you have your 5 sense organs and there is no Vishay outside. Remember? Can you imagine such a state that you have got eyes but you have nothing to see? Not even darkness, huh? Darkness is also an object to be seen. It's not that everything is dark. Darkness is also an object if you see. So you have eyes. Who is going to prove the eyes? It is the object outside that is going to prove the eyes. So object is proving the eyes or eyes are proving the object? Which is the cause and which is the effect? Like when we see the galaxy, the space outside, the objects are there. When the light falls on it, they are seen. Actually, the light is there everywhere. But when the object is not there, the light is not seen. Similarly, here also, which is going to prove what? Which one? The object is proving the eyes or the eyes are proving the object? So, chitta and chaitya, anya drishyate. Both of them are drishya of each other. Both of them are proving each other. Chitta and chaitya. Without any smell. How will you prove nose? Grahana Shakti, how will you prove? Without any object to touch. How will you know that your skin or the twagendriya is there? Because of the objects that are there, Vishaya outside, these are proved. Otherwise, you won't be able to prove these things. So interesting. Te kim tad astiti nochate. So they are there or not, you cannot say. So what is it? Anirvachaniya. Wherever you cannot explain whether it is there or not there, sat or asat, because it is there. All the objects are there, I can see. But you cannot prove it. So we call it anirvachaniya. So the kim tad astiti nojate. So if it is there or not there, when it is not able to say, then we call it anirvachaniya. Next line. Lakshana shunyam ubhayam tat mate naiva grihyate. They have no praman. Lakshana shunyam ubhayam. Both of them don't have any praman to prove each other, because they're both is proved by each other. One is proving the other. Chitta is proving the Chaitya. Chaitya is proving the Chitta. See how it is progressing. Did you see the progress? First, he proved that the drishya is nothing but the chitta. Chitta is nothing but the swapnadrika. Then he proved that the chitta drishya, jagrat drishya is nothing but the jagrat drishya. Jagrat drishya is nothing but the jagrat drik. So drik here means what? The dreamer or the waker. Now, waker or the dreamer, he is proving that without that chitta and chaitya also, they are also not proved. So he is taking us to that dreamer or the waker, that is also false. Now he is going to take us there. So he is saying they have no praman to be proved. How are you going to prove that chitta? How are you going to prove that chaitya? Because both are proving each other. Tan mate naiva griyate. Those who have this abhinivesh, they only understand this. The tan mate naiva griyate. Tan mate naiva griyate means those who have abhinivesh, they understand. Abhinivesh, they understand. We will see this. So today time is over. We'll see this tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we don't have classes. We have it on Monday. We will see it on Monday. So I've explained this. And now the Bhashyam of the 67th Shlok, we will see on Monday. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah Hari Om.